request me, Nate, and then I'll accept your invitation, and we'll go live. All right, here we go. Go live with you. How many Mexicans in NFL, model NBA? Not many, but in boxing, there's a lot of us. So Mike Tyson and Leo, of course.
What's up?
What's up, Nate? What's happening?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Even a dog wants to do the interview, too. See? She's trying to talk over me, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just talking to some of the people that are here live with us, just talking about having you on live and you having, talking to us about your role in boxing. How's quarantine treating you?
Do you want me to be real with you, or do you want me to lie to you? I could lie to you and say it's the best thing that ever happened to me. I could be real with you. It's so boring. Yeah, it's a huge setback. It's like one day you're doing something, and the next day, like the whole world just shuts down on you.
Yeah.
And it affected not just me, but affected everyone in the whole entire planet.
That's right.
It was just crazy, And I know. How's it treating you?
Well, I'm a third grade and I'm a kinder teacher as of quarantine. Because I got 2 kids at home now.
Oh.
And they were at school all day before. So now they're with me all day.
Damn.
So you can imagine what having to to stay up with an 8-year-old, almost 9, and then my daughter's 6. Imagine trying to keep up with them.
I get it.
Not only keep up with them, but now you got schools trying to schedule meetings and have them on Zoom calls and ask them to do homework. I'm just trying to get by. I ain't trying to fit your agenda. I'm not trying to. If you want a Zoom call at 1:15, that's too late. I've been working with them all day. I'm not expecting them to do anything at 1:15. We're outside and we're chilling. Woo! Look, I could have. When we were waiting, I did one aguacate.
Yeah.
I was gonna be ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. In doing my history on you, Nate, I did a timeline of your Instagram.
Okay.
So clearly you started your Instagram in 2016.
That's my new Instagram.
That's your new Instagram.
Yeah, my old one, obviously when you have exes in the days, they hack to your stuff. And yeah, the other one had a lot more followers than this one,
Right.
8, yeah. But whatever. Everything happens for a reason, right?
So tell us how you were introduced. Tell us a little bit about your history in boxing.
Well, honestly, I started boxing at 8, 9 years old, City of Commerce. Then from there, obviously, I did a little here and there, and then I did some MMA, but I didn't really like it, but I started doing like the whole strength and conditioning probably when I was like 19, 20, around there. But, when you're 19, 20, you don't know what you have in front of you, so you just BS a little bit. And one of the guys that I was lucky to work with at that time was Daniel Ponce de Leon.
Yeah, I found him.
Yeah, so it was kind of challenging when, you have a 20, 21-year-old trying to coach someone that's kind of like, almost twice your age,
Sure.
It's like, you could be my dad. But sure. Yeah, I have my kid coaching me on what to do and how to do things right. So it worked out, but then it didn't work out, And then I stopped doing it for a long time. And then a few years later, obviously, I worked for Ali Fitness, but I'm back with Ali Fitness now. What happened was I'm not going to say what competitor I was working with at the time, but I happened to meet Daniel Ponce de Leon again, and he was trying to come back, do a comeback fight. But it was, remember BKB when it first started?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he was trying to do it again, but for BKB, but after like 2 weeks, he just couldn't handle it himself. And, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, cool, you work for something, but the only thing with the strength and conditioning side, you have 2 options that you give your fighters. They pay you per session, or you just go with them and then, get what you get in the end of the fights and stuff like that. But at least I got the experience for a little bit of exposure, and I met the fighter, Timothy Lee. I don't know if you ever heard of that guy.
No.
Yeah, he exactly. He only did 3-4 fights and he just disappeared. So he was signed with Al Heyman, and he DM'd me one day, and because we had seen each other at when Daniel Poncello had his boxing gym at the time being, and so we started working. His first debut pro fight, he knocked this person out within probably like 10 seconds on the first round. Good stuff. And then second, same thing. And I think his third fight was when he lost by decision and he never came back again, and that was the end of that. And I just didn't have the same motivation because obviously, thinking about those 3 fights that I did with him, I didn't, to motivate someone, you got to take care of your coaches, I didn't get paid for any of those fights. I just did it out of my heart to help this guy out. And
sure,
obviously after that, you don't get motivated and you just leave it as this. And then Abner Mares, I know Abner Mares before Abner was Abner, and I'm gonna be real, he knows, and whatever he needs, I'm there for him, and same with him with me, one of the coolest, greatest, awesome friends I could ever have, But then he introduced me to Speedy Mares. I don't know if you heard of, everybody heard of Speedy Mares.
Everybody heard of Speedy, yeah.
Everybody heard of Speedy Mares. So I started working with Speedy Mares, and we did good. His comeback fight from where he came from, he did good. He did a hell of a show. Second fight, third fight, and then from there, things happened, and there you go again. I lost the motivation, and because I feed off of other people's energy. If I feed off your energy, I'm gonna feed off your energy.
Absolutely.
Now this is where Mexicanito comes in. We were at Orange County. I forgot the name of the gym. And I happened to run into Mexicanito's dad, I believe, and believe it or not, they got me confused with another strength and conditioning coach. I think they thought, I'm not sure exactly, more or less, but everything happens for a reason. And then Mexicanito, we know who Mexicanito is, but during that time, his last fight was at the OC Fairplex when he won that title, and he hasn't had any fights, and I was there during this transition when Mexicanito went with Garcia boxing. I was there during that time, which was a great move that he could have ever done. Because if he would have stayed where he was, I don't even. They're in your league over there. So Mexicanito, I'm glad I started back with Mexicanito because you seen when he went with Garcia, he wasn't even a ranked fighter to start off. Now he's ranked number 2, number 3 in that weight category, and he became a world champ. I wasn't part of his world training camp, I give that credit to Chepe, obviously, but I was part of his growing as far as from not being ranked to being ranked and from there on, went with Garcia boxing, but I was introduced with Garcia with Abner Mares, he invited me, I was like, cool, and, and then from there, I started building up more fighters, more confident, and I remember the day when Robert found out I was working with Erick DeLeon. That was the funniest thing ever because Robert didn't know exactly what I was doing there. But I did earn a lot of respect from Robert when with Jonathan Navarro, with especially Joshua Franco. I worked with Joshua Franco when he first fought Negrete. I don't know if you saw the first fight. It was a hell of a show. Jonathan Navarro helped him out. Who else? I have a big list. I can't even name most of my fighters right now.
I have them right here in the list.
Okay, well, name me all my fighters, because...
Billy Dib.
Oh, yeah, Billy Dib